As a trainee solicitor some 16, 17 years ago now, I felt old when I realised that this morning, I had an experience at work where I was supposed to do a secondment at KPMG actually for my fourth seat as a trainee, and it fell through at the last minute, and the option that I got essentially was to do a second tax litigation seat. So as a trainee, I did 2 lots of tax litigation. And the tax litigation team that I was in was a fantastic, fantastic team, but notorious for pushing people quite hard and getting people to work quite hard, and the hours were not ideal. And the news that I was going to not be going on to comment and was going to be doing a second tax lit was quite challenging for me, because I was actually really looking forward to having the odd evening where I could make plans and have just a sort of slightly different work-life balance. And so whilst trying to navigate the emotional upset, really, being honest, of the fact that I was spending 6 more months having absolutely zero work-life balance, one of the guys in the team came over and asked me to do something, and it was already about 8 p.m. at this point. And I think my reaction was that I don't think I fully burst into tears, but like I kind of teared up a little bit. And shortly after that, 2 of the tax partners came back. They'd been at drinks or something and could see that I was upset, and they were like, well, what's going on? What's happened? And I said, oh, I sort of kind of fudged it a little bit. I said, oh no, I was just feeling a little bit emotional about something. And the guy that ran the team, in this big booming voice across the office, was like, oh, you're having a woman's moment, are you? And I sort of like, yes. And now I look back, okay, and this is the crux of it. I look back and yes, I was having a woman's moment. I was having a moment. I was having a moment of, this really sucks, because I was looking forward to being able to have some semblance of a work-life balance that has now been taken away from me for at least another 6 months. And reflecting on it now, that guy, I wonder how many times in his life he would have liked to have had a woman's moment where he could express his emotions or say how he felt, rather than feeling like he had to constantly be this strong, powerful, having it all together man. Now, tragically, a few years after this experience, this guy had a massive heart attack and died, and I think he was like 50, maybe not even 50. And it's just such a good reminder for all of us of, let's not leave our humanity at the door when we go into work. Let's not shame or label certain emotions as emotions that only women are allowed to feel. And even if a woman does feel it, it's because all of a sudden they've been overcome and they can't control themselves. What if instead we allowed our humanity into the workplace? If emotions were allowed, if people were able to express how they felt. Now, I'm not saying be unprofessional. I'm not saying turn up to work and be a complete mess all day, every day. But let's stop being quite so robotic in the workplace. Let's stop answering all questions of like, how are you, with I'm fine, or I'm busy, or I'm good, thank you. Let's start bringing in more humanity and making space for other people's humanity, okay? Finding something emotionally overwhelming does not make you weak or bad or wrong. And actually being able to express some of this stuff more vulnerably, it is a real connecting thing. It's actually a sign of strength, and also you are going to give other people permission to do the same, okay? There are too many tragic examples of people becoming very ill, dying suddenly, taking their own lives because, not just because, but partly because they think they have to present in a certain way. Bring in more humanness into your life. Give others permission to do the same. Watch the ripple effects. Have a great day.